The F-22 Raptor, America's most feared air superiority fighter, was supposed to be yesterday's news. For years, whispers circulated that it would be phased out, replaced by something newer, something shinier. But in December 2024, the Pentagon made a decision that stunned the world. A $7.8 billion modernization program that doesn't just extend the Raptor's life, it transforms it into a machine that blurs the line between 5th and 6th generation fighters. This isn't a simple software patch or a new coat of paint. This is a top-to-bottom overhaul that touches every critical system: infrared search and track, next-generation radar, electronic warfare dominance, AI-assisted battle management, and the integration of the AIM-260 missile, a weapon designed to outrange and outperform anything China or Russia can field. The result? A super F-22 that doesn't just hold the line until the F-47 arrives. It redefines what air dominance means in the 2020s and beyond. So why is the Pentagon investing nearly $8 billion into a fighter that first flew in the 1990s? What makes this upgrade so extreme that it challenges the very definition of a 6th-generation aircraft? And how does it counter the rising threats from China's J-20 and the long-range PL-15 missile? By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the Super F-22 may be the most dangerous air combat platform on the planet today, and why adversaries are paying very close attention. Let's dive in. If you're as intrigued by this transformation as I am, hit that subscribe button now. Trust me, what's coming next will change how you see modern air warfare forever. To understand why the Pentagon is pouring billions into the Raptor, we need to grasp the strategic reality facing the United States Air Force today. The F-22 Raptor entered service in 2005. At the time, it was untouchable, stealthy, fast, agile, and equipped with sensors and weapons that made it the undisputed king of the skies. But nearly 2 decades have passed, and the world has changed. China's J-20 fighter is now operational in significant numbers, equipped with the PL-15 missile, a long-range air-to-air weapon that can reach out to approximately 300 kilometers. Russia's Su-57, though plagued by production issues, still represents a stealth threat. Meanwhile, integrated air defense systems have grown more sophisticated, layering radar bands and networked sensors to challenge even the stealthiest platforms. The original plan was to replace the F-22 with the next-generation air dominance fighter, now designated the F-47. But here's the problem: the F-47 won't reach initial operational capability until the mid-2030s at the earliest. That leaves a gap, a dangerous window where adversaries could exploit aging systems and outdated sensors on the Raptor fleet. The Pentagon faced a choice: accept risk or invest heavily in bridging that gap. They chose the latter. The $7.8 billion Super F-22 program is designed to keep the Raptor not just relevant, but dominant, for another 15 to 20 years. This isn't about keeping an old fighter limping along, it's about making it lethal enough to deter and defeat the most advanced threats on the horizon. If you're starting to see why this matters, drop a comment below. What do you think is the biggest threat to the F-22 today? I'd love to hear your thoughts. One of the most significant upgrades in the Super F-22 program is the integration of an advanced infrared search and track system, commonly known as IRST. Now, let's break that down in simple terms. Traditionally, fighter jets rely heavily on radar to detect enemy aircraft. Radar works by emitting radio waves and listening for the echoes that bounce back. It's powerful, but it has a major drawback. When you turn on your radar, you're essentially shouting into the darkness. Any adversary with the right equipment can detect that emission and know exactly where you are. Stealth fighters like the F-22 mitigate this risk by using low probability of intercept radars and carefully managing their emissions. But there's an even better solution: don't emit anything at all. That's where IRST comes in. IRST systems use infrared sensors, essentially high-resolution thermal cameras, to detect the heat signatures of enemy aircraft. Jet engines produce enormous amounts of heat, and that heat creates a signature that can be detected from long distances. The beauty of IRST is that it's completely passive. You're not transmitting anything, so the enemy has no idea you're tracking them. The Super F-22's IRST system is reported to be derived from technology developed for the F-35 and the F-47 program. It provides 360-degree situational awareness, allowing the pilot to detect threats from any direction without ever activating the radar. This is a game-changer in contested environments where electronic warfare and radar jamming are prevalent. Imagine this scenario. An F-22 is operating near the first island chain in the Pacific. Chinese J-22s are patrolling nearby, their radars sweeping the sky. With IRST, the Raptor can track multiple J-22s simultaneously, feeding targeting data to other platforms or preparing to engage all while remaining electronically silent. The J-20 pilots have no idea they're being hunted until it's too late. This isn't science fiction. This is the reality of modern air combat, and the Super F-22 is designed to dominate it. If you're fascinated by how stealth and sensors work together, make sure you're subscribed, because the next upgrade takes this to a whole new level. The F-22's APG-77 radar was revolutionary when it debuted, but technology doesn't stand still. The Super F-22 upgrade includes a new active electronically scanned array radar known as the APG-77 VON, along with enhanced sensor fusion capabilities that integrate data from multiple sources into a single, coherent picture. Let's explain sensor fusion in everyday terms. Imagine you're trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle, but the pieces are scattered across different tables in different rooms. Each sensor on the aircraft radar, IRST, electronic warfare receivers, data link feeds from other aircraft provides a piece of that puzzle. Sensor fusion is the technology that gathers all those pieces, puts them together instantly, and shows the pilot the complete picture on a single display. The upgraded radar on the Super F-22 isn't just more powerful, it's smarter. It can track more targets simultaneously, discriminate between real threats and decoys, and operate in highly jammed environments. Combined with the IRST system and inputs from Link 16 data links, the F-22 pilot gains an unprecedented level of situational awareness. Here's where it gets truly impressive. The F-22 can now act as a quarterback in the sky. It can receive data from satellites, AWACS aircraft, ground stations, and even friendly fighters, fuse all that information, and distribute it to other platforms. If a nearby F-35 detects a target but can't engage, the F-22 can receive that data, track the target with its own sensors, and take the shot, all without either aircraft compromising their stealth. This networked, sensor-fused approach transforms the F-22 from a lone wolf into the central node of an interconnected kill web. It's not just about what one jet can do, it's about how that jet multiplies the effectiveness of an entire air wing. Modern air combat isn't just about missiles and guns, it's about controlling the electromagnetic spectrum. The Super F-22 upgrade includes a comprehensive electronic warfare suite that allows the Raptor to detect, jam, and deceive enemy radar and communications systems. Electronic warfare, or EW, might sound abstract, so let's use an analogy. Imagine you're trying to have a conversation in a crowded, noisy room. If someone starts shouting right next to you, you can't hear the person you're talking to. That's jamming. If someone mimics your voice and starts giving false information, that's deception. Electronic warfare does both. It blinds enemy sensors and feeds them false data, making it nearly impossible for them to get an accurate picture of the battle space. The upgraded EW suite on the Super F-22 includes new antennas, processors, and software that allow the aircraft to detect radar emissions from hundreds of kilometers away. It can identify the type of radar, its location, and even the specific platform it's mounted on. Armed with that information, the F-22 can either avoid the threat, jam it, or feed false targets to confuse enemy operators. But here's the truly revolutionary part. The F-22 can do all of this while remaining stealthy. Traditional jamming is like turning on a spotlight. It reveals your position. The Super F-22 uses advanced techniques that disrupt enemy systems without giving away its location. It's the electronic equivalent of a ghost present, powerful but invisible. This capability is essential in the Pacific theater, where China has invested heavily in integrated air defense networks. The Super F-22 can operate deep inside contested airspace, suppressing enemy radars and creating corridors for strike aircraft, all without firing a single missile. If you're starting to see how all these systems work together, let me know in the comments what's the most surprising upgrade so far. I'm curious to hear your take. Range is king in air combat. The fighter that can shoot first and from farther away has an overwhelming advantage. That's why the integration of the AIM-260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile, or JATM, into the Super F-22 is such a critical upgrade. The AIM-260 is designed to replace the AIM-120 AMRAAM, which has been the U.S. Air Force's primary air-to-air missile for decades. While the AIM-120 is highly effective, its range of approximately 180 kilometers is now being challenged by adversary weapons like China's PL-15, which reportedly exceeds 200 kilometers. The AIM-260 is built to decisively outrange the PL-15. While exact specifications remain classified, open-source estimates suggest it can engage targets beyond 250 kilometers. It's faster, smarter, and harder to evade than any previous American air-to-air missile. But it's not just about raw distance. The AIM-260 features advanced guidance systems that allow it to engage maneuvering targets, even in heavy jamming environments. It can receive mid-course updates from the launching aircraft or from networked sensors, adjusting its flight path in real time to intercept fast-moving, evasive threats. For the Super F-22, this means the ability to engage enemy fighters before they even know the Raptor is there. Picture this. An F-22 detects a pair of J-22s at 270 kilometers using its IRST and radar. It launches two AIM-260s, then turns away, maintaining stealth. The missiles guide themselves to the targets using data link updates from an orbiting AWACS. The J-22s never see the Raptor, never detect the launch, and by the time their missile warning systems alert them, it's far too late. This is the future of air combat long-range, network-enabled, and utterly lethal. One of the most forward-looking aspects of the Super F-22 upgrade is its enhanced Link 16 data link and the ability to control unmanned collaborative combat aircraft, often referred to as loyal wingman drones. Link 16 is a tactical data link system that allows aircraft, ships, and ground stations to share real-time information securely. The upgraded system on the Super F-22 provides significantly higher bandwidth and better resistance to jamming, enabling the Raptor to act as an airborne battle manager. But the real revolution is in how the F-22 will work with unmanned systems. Collaborative combat aircraft are autonomous or semi-autonomous drones designed to operate alongside manned fighters. They can carry sensors, weapons, or electronic warfare equipment, and they're expendable, meaning they can be sent into high-risk areas where you wouldn't risk a pilot. The Super F-22 is being designed to control these drones directly from the cockpit. A single Raptor could command 2 to 4 loyal wingman drones, using them to extend sensor coverage, saturate enemy defenses, or carry additional weapons. Imagine an F-22 operating near contested airspace, controlling a pair of drones equipped with jamming pods and missiles. The drones push forward, drawing out enemy defenses and providing targeting data. Meanwhile, the F-22 remains back, hidden, ready to strike with precision. This isn't just about technology, it's about changing the fundamental calculus of air combat. One Super F-22 with loyal wingman drones effectively becomes a small air force in itself, capable of overwhelming adversaries through sheer coordination and lethality. If the idea of a single fighter controlling multiple drones blows your mind, hit that like button and share this video, because what's coming next ties everything together. The vast distances of the Pacific Theater demand range. The Super F-22 upgrade addresses this with enhanced fuel efficiency, conformal fuel tanks, and optimized flight profiles that extend operational radius significantly. But range isn't just about fuel, it's about sustained presence, the ability to loiter in contested zones, and the capability to respond rapidly across enormous expanses of ocean. The upgraded F-22 can patrol deeper into the first and second island chains, providing persistent air superiority and reassuring allies in the region. Complementing this is AI-assisted battle management. The Super F-22 leverages artificial intelligence to help pilots manage the overwhelming amount of data flowing into the cockpit. The AI can prioritize threats, suggest optimal engagement tactics, and even automate certain defensive maneuvers, freeing the pilot to focus on high-level decision-making. This isn't about replacing the pilot, it's about enhancing their capabilities. Think of it as having the world's best co-pilot who never gets tired, never gets distracted, and can process information faster than any human. In the chaos of modern air combat, that advantage can be the difference between victory and defeat. So, what does all of this mean? The Super F-22 isn't just an upgraded fighter, it's a force multiplier that bridges the gap to sixth-generation capabilities. With advanced infrared search and track, next-generation radar, electronic warfare dominance, AIM-260 integration, enhanced networking, and AI-assisted battle management, the Raptor has been transformed into a platform that rivals anything currently flying or on the drawing board. The $7.8 billion investment isn't about nostalgia or extending the life of an aging jet. It's a clear-eyed recognition that the F-22, when modernized, remains the most capable air superiority fighter in the world. It's a message to adversaries. America's dominance of the skies isn't fading, it's evolving. The Super F-22 will continue to patrol the Pacific, deter aggression, and protect Allied airspace for decades to come. And when the F-47 finally arrives, it won't be replacing a relic, it will be joining a fighter that's already redefining what air dominance means in the 21st century. If you made it this far, thank you seriously. Drop a comment, let me know what you think about the Super F-22, and make sure you're subscribed, because we've got more incredible aviation stories coming your way. Until next time, keep looking up.